Hi, I'm Lynn Saul. I'm your instructor this summer for Humanities 260, CRN 30252, and this is a brief video to show you how our D2L course is set up so that you'll be comfortable moving around and doing your work in the course. As you can see, this is our home page, and the item here is called News. This is where there will be announcements either by the college or that I post to give you information, changes in what we're doing, or anything else that you need to know right away. So you should check this on a daily basis. All of the things that you'll be doing in this course will be accessed through this line up here, which we call the nav bar, or the navigation bar. And I'm going to start with content because most of what you do will be through content, and you'll see that we have a table of contents here and all of the different units that we'll have. I'm going to start with the course syllabus. Welcome, read me first, and then this is the syllabus for the course, and you need to read it carefully and go through it and see what all is involved in it. An introduction to myself, the course information, student learning outcomes, when the course meets, and of course it's online, so it doesn't have any places that it meets. Required textbooks, very important, and you should have these already, and if not, run out and get them right away because there are assignments starting immediately. This is the Ronald Takagi book, A Different Mirror. This is history. For each unit, we will be studying the history of that ethnic group. Then we will be moving on to studying the literature and finally the arts and music. This book, which is called Kaleidoscope, edited by Perkins and Perkins, is the literature anthology that we'll be using. We'll also have some other literary works that you'll get here on D2L with links, but primarily they will be in that book, Kaleidoscope. The art and music will all be links on D2L. You should also have a notebook for keeping your materials in, and of course you need access to the internet. You should have a backup in case your computer doesn't work one day or you lose internet service. And please note that all Pima College campuses have computer centers that are available to you for free. The dates that are important here: the start date of the class, today, Tuesday, May 30th. June 2nd is the date by which you can drop the course and get a refund. The student withdraw date, Wednesday, June 21st, is the last day that you can withdraw from the class rather than taking a grade. However, there are consequences to withdrawing. You can lose financial aid and other things that are problematic, and I hope that you will not withdraw. I hope that you will contact me if you're having problems. We can talk about it and see what we can work out so that you can successfully complete the class. The course ends on Monday, July 3rd. The final project is that day. We don't have a final exam. List of student resources at every campus, and then this is very important, the grade determination, how many points for each activity that we do in the class, total of 2,000 points, and how they're broken down into whether you get an A, B, C, D, or F. There's no extra credit. Your work is due on particular dates, and you need to get it done by that date and turn it in. Summer school is very fast-paced. No late work is going to be accepted. Keep up with the dates and the deadlines. They're all posted here in the schedule of work and also in the D2L course calendar, which is here under course resources. And also you can have the calendar put onto the Pulse app that is available to you as a student. So finishing up on the syllabus. Class policies, attendance policies, general information about college policies, and now the schedule of work, and this is extremely important. All work must be submitted no later than 11:55 p.m. on the deadline date. D2L locks the assignment at that time, and it will not be reopened because your clock was wrong or because you were busy doing something else. So pay attention to the times on D2L and your own times and the schedule of work, and make sure that you do everything in a timely manner. Unit 1A starts today and goes through Friday, June 2nd. It's the introduction to the course and Native American history. So this schedule of work tells you exactly what to do. Review the D2L site. You're watching the video now, and then submit the greetings and introduction discussion and take the Introduction to Humanities 260 quiz, which is a short quiz to see if you read the syllabus and looked around on D2L. Then you do the history reading. Read the following materials on Native American history in the Takaki book, and it gives you the pages, and then you write an original post and 2 responses to discussion 1. And the schedule of work just continues that way and tells you what to do every day or 2. The final project will be due on July 3rd, but may be submitted beginning Friday, June 30th. Reports on individual field trips are due by Sunday, July 2nd, but may be submitted anytime during the term. So that's the syllabus for you. Course information here, and then here is the greetings and introduction discussion link. So what you'll do with this and all discussions is you click on it and then you start a new thread, enter the subject, which should be your name, write what you have to write in this box, and then post. I'm not going to post because I'm not doing it. Once you've posted, you can reply to other students' posts by clicking where it says reply, and then you write what you're going to write. You don't need to do that for the greetings, but you can do that if you'd like. Say hello to the other students, that would be great. But for the substantive discussions that we do in each section of the class, you will be required to post an original post of 300 words and then 2 responses to other students of 100 words each. So then we have this helpful hints and course references page. There's all kinds of stuff here, including examples of 300-word and 100-word paragraphs, so you'll see what's expected for the discussions. An essay exam answer of 500 words, because all of the exams in this class are essay exams that have to be at least 500 words long, and a lot of other helpful material. We'll start with Unit 1, the Native American. You start each unit with this file that is an overview of that part of the course. I'm sorry that keeps coming up. If it does, you can turn it off right here. So this tells you what the objectives are for this unit, gives you background information on Native Americans, gives you some examples of art, other pictures that are helpful and interesting, and then you have the readings and assignments. So the assignment in a different mirror, the history material, is right here. In addition, there's a link to a wonderful PBS special, The American Experience. It's not required, but you may want to watch that, and a movie that you may want to get and watch, but again, not required. The literature section is going to include these pages in Kaleidoscope and also 2 Ophelia Zepeda poems. The text files are here, and then in addition there is a audio file because the poem is partially in the Tohono O'odham language, and you can listen to it here. Under Native American arts, there are a lot of some required things to look at and some other things to look at. Also, you should look at this slideshow of 3 contemporary Native American artists. Right now, the music links aren't here, but they will be by the time you get here. And then it tells you to go to discussions and submit your discussions. But if we come up to the unit, you'll see that they're actually listed here, what each discussion is and when it will open for you. And in the schedule of work, it tells you when it closes. There's just some pictures here of some Native American sites that I visited last summer. And then when the time comes on June 6th through June 7th to take the exam, this is the link to the exam and the instructions for it. So you'll have that for each one of the units in this course. In addition, we have the final project unit, which will start on July 3rd. I'm sorry, it's due on July 3rd. It starts on June 19th. Purdue OWL, which is a source, a free reference book really for the MLI guidelines that you have to follow and other help with writing. You'll be submitting a proposal for your final project. It's due on June 26th. One of the possibilities for your final project, you can write either an essay or do a PowerPoint, and this tells you how you can adapt MLA format to use in a PowerPoint. We'll be doing peer review of your final project drafts. Guidelines for that are here, and then you'll submit your final project here. Another thing that you'll be doing in this class is doing an individual field trip, going out somewhere in the community. If you don't live in Tucson, there will be things to do in the communities where you live, and do some kind of outside activity related to coursework. And I have here a list of possible sites and activities that you could visit or participate in, and there are lots of other things as well. And if I find out about other things, I'll post it under news, but you need to be aware of that. And this is not optional. This is a required 100 points of your grade. So that's basically the content of the class. Under communication, we have all the discussions, but also you may want to send email to me or to other students in the class. You'd think that you'd click here on email, but D2L doesn't work that way anymore. You have to go first to class list. Then, under the class list, okay, it's not doing it for me, but I don't want to take time, but you go down the class list, you check off the box to who you want to send an email to. There it is. If you want to send it to me, down here you would just put a check next to my name and then click on email. You'll get the email message. In the subject line, make sure you put in Humanities 260 and then whatever your topic is. And then here you write what you have to say or your question or whatever it may be. And you come up here and click on send, which I'm not going to do because I'm not sending it. If you get an email, it's going to have a little red circle here on this envelope. You should check your email on D2L every day. Assessments has a couple things that are important here. The drop boxes for your final project proposal and final project are here. You can also submit them through content through the links that are there. Also under assessments, you can access the exams in the course under quizzes. And the Introduction to Humanities 260 that you'll be doing very soon is a quiz, but the other things are all essay exams, and they're all here. And so, again, there are links through content, but you can also get them here. Another thing that you can do is you can look at your grades. And so you don't need to email me and say, what's my grade? You can figure out what your grade is by clicking here. And it's not coming up, but what you'll get is a list of all the assignments in the course and what your grade is for that. Under course resources, be aware of the calendar. I think I mentioned that. There is a course calendar with everything that we have. Well, this is too soon. You can see it a month at a time and a week at a time, however you want to set it up. So this is basically how you go through the course. And if you have any questions, please send me an email. I know this is going to be a very interesting and hopefully successful class for all of you. Thanks for watching the video.